everyone, welcome to another episode of Extra Time TV. This is Andre Sokla.
I'm Kevon Campbell.
And Kevon, the Champions League has returned.
It's back.
Yes. The champion. Okay, that's important. Too much testosterone, I can't do it. But, you know, Kevon's favorite team, Juventus, takes on Tottenham. Spurs, Pochettino and his men. Kevon, what do you think about this matchup?
Poch takes on Allergri, Andre, in the Allianz Stadium in Turin, Juventus, Italy. Now, this game, Andre, when the tie was drawn in December, both teams were pretty much confident of their chances because for Juventus, they could have got United or Liverpool. And I think that Spurs match up better for Juventus than, let's say, Liverpool, because with that front four, I mean, Juventus would struggle. But with Spurs, it's a more orthodox play of attacking, and Juve can handle them. And with Spurs now, I think they would have liked Juve because they could have gotten bigger teams like Barcelona and stuff. So it can be evenly matched. But when you look at history is what I have a bit of a concern about, because Juventus haven't eliminated an English team from Europe in the knockout stages since 1984. They have lost to like Arsenal, they have lost to Liverpool, all these teams, and a long time since they did that. So I'm a bit worried because of that. But Spurs, confidence-wise, Spurs are on top because they defeated Real Madrid and Dortmund and won their group. And I think that throughout the years, they have gotten so much better in Europe that they don't fear anybody anymore. And second leg at Wembley, big occasion, Spurs can do something, I think. Yeah,
you know, Pochettino, ever since he came in, I was singing his praises. I always liked him way back in Espanol, even as a player. They all come from that school of Bielsa. That's a phrase we keep saying a lot on the show. And he came to Tottenham. I told a lot of people he's definitely going to make them competitive, and he has. Sure, they have limitations. They are not, you know, they had their chance to win a Premiership, and, you know, they just missed out. But, you know, in the Champions League, I think they kind of got the nerves out a bit. I think they're a team that are not afraid. This is just purely from a psychological standpoint. We know how they are going to play. Pochettino is one of those coaches that you know exactly where he's going to come with, that compact, high-pressing style football that works generally most of the time. But my one criticism of that style of football is that usually, you know, you run out of gas and you can't consistently perform on that level. And you've seen it with Bielsa, you've seen it with other coaches, where they reach and then at the finish line they always fumble. And with European competition, the English Premier League, English football has a whole bunch of competitions. So just managing their busy schedule is a lot of work. And that's an issue that, you know, forget the players, forget the tactics. I think fitness is a real problem for English teams. But, you know, he has drilled his team. I'm pretty sure they'll be okay. A lot of people are speaking about Harry Kane being the best striker in Europe. I disagree, but he's good. But, you know, I won't say he's the best in Europe.
Best Harry in Europe.
Yeah, well, maybe the best Kane. But Kevon, you know, so the first game is home in Turin. Juventus, I thought they would have been, you know, confident this year, but they seem to be wobbling in Syria a little bit. Do you think that form is going to carry on into the Champions League?
I don't think so. Reason being is that Napoli, they're just on a tear, an absolute tear. They dedicated their entire season to this Serie A chase. So, Napoli aside, I don't think Juve have anything to worry about fitness-wise because they thumped Sassuolo 7-0 and that game against Fiorentina that took place on the Friday. So they have ample rest, and Allergri is very tactical. He knows how to set his team out. Now, looking at this game, Andre, I see where Spurs, as you said, can come at Juve, press high, up the ante. But it's Juve's responsibility to control the outcome of the game. Because with Juve, the midfield is going to be a big asset because it's 3 against 2 in the midfield. Matuidi, Pjanic and Khedira versus whoever Poch selects, which could be Moussa Dembele and either Dyer or Wanyama. I think if the Juventus 3 experience, they know how to contain. If they can possess the ball, play well and absorb pressure well, they can release Douglas Costa and Pipita on the counter. So to me, the ball is in Juventus' court. They have to control it. If they don't, Tottenham will thump them. Yes, and you know, Juventus, I mean, I know Kevon doesn't want to remember this. Juventus is a team that is well balanced and is capable of beating everybody in my eyes. Those 2 Champions Leagues that they lost, I think they defeated themselves, to be very honest. They weren't defeated. You know, they just didn't turn up. Anybody who follows Juventus, even if you're not a Juventus fan, they are a strong team. And, you know, so Kevon, you know, just to get straight into the key elements, is there a particular player you think will stand out for both teams? What do you think are the players to watch? For Juve, I'm going with Sami Khedira. maybe seem odd, but why is that in this system, Khedira has more license. And we saw that he got a hat-trick against Udinese. He scored 2 goals against Sassuolo. I mean, this is Sami Khedira back when he was playing for Stuttgart, breaking forward, scoring goals. So I think that he can be an extra man in midfield to break forward, to break that midfield shackle and actually disrupt Spurs. Because Spurs, you can have maybe Davison Sanchez and Vertonghen, and they're going to have their hands full with Higuain and Mandzukic. Mandzukic is going to give them a hell of a night. So that can free up space for a guy rushing from midfield, which is Sami Khedira. And for Spurs, I'm going to say Christian Eriksen. Why? Because he is a metronome. He can dictate play. And if he gets free, if he can wriggle past maybe Matuidi and get in between the Juventus midfield and back four, he can create havoc because he's deft and he can pick any pass and he can shoot as well. So he can be a danger man, feeding Kane or scoring goals on his own.
Yep. For me, it's the same Eriksen, because my initial guess was going to be Kane. Yeah. But of course, when you're playing a team like Juventus, you know it's going to be congested. They are defensively sound, so you're not going to get that freedom. And Pochettino is going to play very attacking football. Yeah. So if you shut down that, Tottenham midfield, Harry Kane, will be kind of isolated. He'll be swarmed by Juventus defenders, and it'll be very tough for them. I mean, for Juventus, I'm just trying not to, so I'm not going to say Kevon's guy. I'm going to just say, Gonzalo. Not because he's going to be decisive.
Pipita.
Yes, he needs to get them out that funk, and he's been criticized a lot by the average fan. But I think this is a game where, Pipita kind of shows his muscle. Yeah. Not finals, but I think this is a game. So, those are my 2 players. So, Kevon, your prediction, your final thoughts, how you think this game is going to turn out?
Andre, I see it as first 10 minutes. If Spurs can rattle Juve, Spurs can win. But after 20 minutes, if it's still 0-0, I think Juve can do something. And I won't be surprised if you sneak a 1-0 win or a 2-1 win. I'm going to go with maybe a 2-1 win. Yeah. And leave it all in Wembley, because I think if Juve can settle their nerves, they'll be cool.
Okay, for me, it's the same. I actually think it's all about the approach of Juventus and Tottenham. If they're going to play with fear or they're going to play with courage. And if they get that first goal, Tottenham is going to win. I actually think Tottenham is going to surprise Juventus. I'm not sure if they're going to win, but it's going to be a 1-1 draw for me if I had to guess.
It's going to be hard.
Yes. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. If Juventus is going to win, if Tottenham is going to win, who do you think is going to be the deciding player? Whatever you want, comment in the comment section below.
And don't forget to like our page, Facebook, EXTV, and our website, extvmedia.com.
Do it. Make sure and do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching another episode of Extra Time TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll leave the links below.